Hey, what's going on guys? It's Matt back with another video, and today we have a new light in the studio, the Aperture Amaran 200x S standing for second generation, X standing for bicolor. It's a very nice, versatile light. It's now the brightest light that I own. It's of course an LED light with interchangeable Bowens mount. I currently am using it as my key light with the Aperture lantern softbox on it, which is giving a really nice soft light on me. And I think it looks really good. I use this pretty often with this, or sometimes I'll throw an octabox on it. I'll go over the different features of this light. It's very simple. There's not a lot to it, so it'll be a pretty straightforward and to the point video. I've used this light a lot recently. I've used it on a lot of professional productions, on some short films, on some commercial work, and even on the past couple videos here on the channel. And I'm just very impressed with it. I'm super happy, and there's just a lot to love about this, so let's get into it. So firstly, the physical aspects. It's made out of plastic, which is both a positive and a negative. It's a positive because it's light and easy to carry around. It doesn't take up a lot of weight if you're carrying a lot of equipment with you to a shoot. I actually have already owned one of these Aperture Amaran lights before. I bought a couple years ago, the 100x, before they came out with the second generation. And that was the first light that I ever bought. I've used it a lot, also on a lot of professional productions and stuff. But one day, a light stand got knocked over and it fell on its plastic handle that you use to kind of tilt the light up and down, and the handle just shattered and broke into a million pieces. You know, that's not great about the plastic build of these lights. Just in case you aren't familiar in terms of the naming scheme of these lights, the number 200, 100, 300, whatever that is, that's how many watts of power the light kind of draws from a power strip. So you kind of keep track of that so you don't overdraw from a power strip and blow a breaker or something. And so this is a 200 watt light. The X, as I said earlier, stands for bicolor. There are also D lights, the D standing for daylight balance, meaning it only is at one color temperature. But the nice thing about these lights is that, yeah, you can change the white balance. You can go from 2700 Kelvin to 6500 Kelvin. The reason you might want to change color temperature is, say if you already have some ambient light in a room, say if you're shooting with some tungsten lights in a home, you can just put your white balance on your camera to make that color temperature of the internal lights look normal, and then change your lights to look like those internal lights instead of trying to fight it. And being able to change that color temperature on a shoot is actually really helpful whenever you have some uncontrollable variables and you have to kind of work with the environment you're given. It can be really useful. Or sometimes it's even fun to just work with mixed lighting as a purposeful artistic look. What's really cool about these Amaran lights is that Aperture has their own app called Sidus Link, and I can control these lights through Bluetooth, and I can change the brightness of them or the color temperature, or even do some of their special modes like lightning or TV mode or whatever. I can control all of that wirelessly through the app with my phone, and I can control multiple lights, you know, at once. I was recently on a commercial shoot, and it was for a massage therapist, and I actually rigged this Amaran 200x S up on a boom light stand like directly above the massage table, kind of hanging out over and putting light, you know, just over them for the shot. And it looked really good. It was nice that I could do that because the light was so light, not heavy, I mean. And what was nice is that I had Sidus Link, their app, so I didn't have to crawl up on a chair to physically change the knobs in the back of the light whenever I wanted to turn it up or down. I could just control that through the app, and that's really nice whenever you have the light rigged up in a complicated scenario like that. It's a really bright light. It is 51,600 lux at 3.3 feet with a reflector, and my Nanlite FS300, which again is a 100 watts more power, is only 41,040 lux at the same distance with a reflector, and the 100x that I already owned was 34,300. So yeah, this is by far the brightest light that I own, and it just really surprised me whenever I actually looked that up and found that the Nanlite FS300, it's a daylight balanced light. It doesn't even change color temperature, and it's 100 watts more power, and it's still not as bright as this Amaran light, so that's really cool. But anyway, that's pretty much it. I hope I've shown you some examples throughout this video of the films that I've used this light on, or the different commercial projects that I've used this on. I've gotten some really cool shots that I'm proud of. I've really been honing my lighting skills lately. I've been really proud of that, And this has just been another tool in my arsenal, a nice, bright, capable light that can change color temperatures, it can work in any scenario. It has been a really nice tool to have in my toolbox as a filmmaker and as a videographer. Even as a photographer, I've used it on a couple projects. These Amaran lights are perfect as your first light as a beginner filmmaker or a beginner videographer. If you want to get your first LED light that you want to be able to attach different soft boxes to and start learning how to shape light and take your productions to the next level, definitely look into these lights. They're pretty much the best bang for your buck and the best value in terms of what you get out of them. So yeah, check them out. I 100% recommend. I do have a link down below if you want to purchase it through Amazon. It is an affiliate link, so you do help out the channel if you purchase that. Yeah, leave a like if you like this video, leave a comment down below. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got some information out of it, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Peace.